Video games used to be simple. You bought what you wanted and enjoyed it. Now you can't even look at a video game the Twitter crybabies deem offensive without being shamed and having every ist and phobe word thrown at you almost as fast as those blue-haired land whales shove cake down their throats.
That is so deeply pathetic.
With Stellar Blade, they use the same tired and idiotic argument. Women don't look like that, it's absurd how her body looks. A monkey could easily go on Google or step into any nightclub or bar and prove them wrong. Just because you can't control your appetite when you see pizza or cookies doesn't mean everyone is a fat slob. There are some beautiful women out there with completely natural bodies that would blow the minds of morons like this. They love to say we're the ones who've never seen a woman before, but clearly if they keep spouting this bullshit, they're the ones who need to go outside and take a look at some real women for a change.
Take a hike, bro. Put a vest with a bunch of pockets on, get a stick, whittle it down, make it 3 feet, get to steppin'.
The saddest part to me is when guys buy into this nonsense, like this IGN dork. Hey man, whoever she is, she's not gonna fuck you. No attractive woman is gonna read your crappy little article bashing imaginary sexism and beg to have sex with you. The fact that they pretend that's not what they're doing is hilarious, because who the hell do you think you're fooling? Other men know exactly what you're doing, and women don't respect all of that fake nice guy shit either. So you can blame us for reading it wrong in some pathetic attempt to make it seem like everyone is out to get you if that makes you feel better, but we all know what you meant. At least be man enough to stand by it.
You're a poor excuse for a man. Get out.
I want to be clear, I don't believe in this whole forcing people to apologize crap. Do you honestly think IGN disagrees with what he said? Hell no. They just saw the massive backlash, and since this is Sony's only big game this year, they probably wanted to keep them happy, so they can keep getting those sweet early game release press passes. They don't care how blatantly wrong he was. I mean, for fuck's sake, he basically called the person who designed Eve a basement-dwelling man-baby incel, when it was the wife of the game's creator who designed Eve's extremely revealing outfits. Again, for those land whales with water still stuck in their ears, I'll say it again. A woman designed all of Eve's outfits, and clearly she didn't think they were offensive because she doesn't weigh 500 pounds and understands women can actually be curvy and attractive.
What did you just say to me?
I guess in this case, it's okay for the woke mob to attack a woman instead of praising her, which is sad because this is a woman who deserves a lot of praise. Her artwork is pretty damn impressive, and looking at Stellar Blade, you can see the influence her work had on the character. Her characters aren't some self-insert nonsense either, which in this day and age is extremely impressive. Her logic seems to be pretty similar to her husband's, in the sense that all her characters are idealized versions of women meant for entertainment purposes. I gotta say, I have a lot of respect for a woman like her because she's not trying to conform to this whole modern day woman crap and is instead making content that people want to see. Not like these weirdos who only care about making content they want to see. What does bother me though is you have crazy plastic filled bimbos like Kim Kardashian who get endless surgeries and create fake beauty standards in the real world that lead tons and tons of real women to become Instagram crazed influencers, obsessed with likes and deadly diets, but somehow video game characters in games played mostly by men are the biggest threat to women's mental health?
What a stupid thing to say.
This loser even brings up Nier Automata and Bayonetta as examples of acceptable female characters. I really believe the internet will be the thing that ultimately helps these morons destroy themselves because it's so easy to expose their lies with more of their own BS. They all went after both of those games back in those days. The difference was back then nobody paid attention to these dorks. They cried about sexism and the deadly male gaze like they do when someone tells them the store is out of cupcakes. But nobody called them on it because nobody was listening back then. Now we're all paying attention and they're not used to that, so they think they can keep blatantly lying and still get away with it.
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying, okay?
The best part of this whole situation has easily been the creator's response. Usually we'd get some socially acceptable babble or apology, but this guy couldn't care less about these crybabies. His response about why he believes it was important for Eve to be attractive was perfect, and it definitely pissed off the terminally online blue-haired land whales. The fact that he doesn't care about them shows that he understands something most developers these days don't. Those weirdos are not your audience. They are not the ones who are going to buy your game. They just want to go online and use your game as a social talking point to desperately beg for attention. Speaking as someone who pre-ordered the deluxe edition of Stellar Blade, I can tell you right now, the entertainment industry needs more people like this guy and his wife, and less people obsessed with shoving their whacked out beliefs in our faces.
The only power I have is that I believe we can do better.
I genuinely hope more people write stupid articles like that, because all it does is prove how right we are. They have no interest in gaming or entertainment that doesn't have some kind of liberal brainwashing imbued into it. When something comes along that the paying customers love, and it just so happens to stray from their failing formula, they throw everything they have at it only to fail in the process. Stellar Blade is at the top of the charts right now as the most pre-ordered PlayStation game, and it shows no signs of slowing down after all the praise it got from real fans who played the demo. So to all the blue-haired land whales and hippos out there, you better stock your dingy apartments with donuts and ice cream to drown your sorrows, because this game isn't going away anytime soon.